behind the scenes with future country rock blues kings and queens. Discover them first with Palm Mash TV. Palm Mash TV.
Well, hello there. It's Paul Mash TV time again. Thank you so much for joining us. We got another great interview coming up for you shortly. But before we begin, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell down there. And anytime a new episode comes your way, you'll be notified. And feel free to leave a comment on the comment section. And you can follow us on Facebook at facebook.com/PaulMashTV. And you can not only follow us, but you can also send us an inbox or comment the things you see there. And you can email us at palmashtv, all one word, at gmail.com. And it's a great email to use if you're a band or a solo artist that want to be on the show, and we'll show you how to do that. But if you're just simply a fan, we love fan mail as well, so send us a fan letter and we'll get back to you. And we're going to repeat all this at the closing credits at the end of the show, so stay tuned for that. This time we got Jadechanelle. She's from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And she's an awesome artist, and I think you're going to agree. And we're going to get to the interview in just 1 second because it starts right now. All right, everybody, it's time for the interview as promised. And with us from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, we have Jadechanelle with us. Thank you for joining us, Jade.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
it's good to be here.
Yeah, no problem. Well, how did you get started in the in your music business? I'm sure it's a interesting story. I know everybody would love to hear it.
So I guess I dropped my first song in the studio a little bit less than a year ago. But I've always kind of been writing poems and just songs like on my free time, but never really like sharing them with people. So I just recently started kind of putting everything out, and it's reaching up to a year now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. I hope you have many years ahead of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, tell us about some of the artists you grew up with that helped influence you. I mean, there's probably some artists that you looked up to that helped, with your musical style or whatever. I'll let everybody know that.
Yeah, so I kind of listen to everything. I know a lot of people say that, but I don't really think there's a genre that I don't really listen to, other than kind of like kind of techno-ish. I don't really listen to that much, but EDM and stuff I listen to. The artists I feel like nowadays I like SZA, Summer Walker, Halsey. But I feel like the genre of music that I really kind of can listen to all the time, rather regardless of my mood, it'll definitely be like indie. So I would say like Lord Huron and like Ben Howard, Van Joyce.
Okay. Well,
and obviously I like Boyz II Men and stuff, but
yeah. Yeah, of course, Boyz II Men is a pretty good band. I remember them from way back.
Never gets old.
Yeah, I know that's right. Well, why don't you tell everybody how we can find your music? I mean, I'm sure it's on all streaming platforms, but maybe they want to follow you on social media as well. Maybe you can let them know that as well.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so on every platform, I'm Jadechanelle. Spelled Jadechanelle, and there's no space in between that. My Instagram is one Jadechanelle 4. Actually, I think it's one Jade _ CHANELLE 4. On Instagram, I don't have a Facebook artist page, but for right now, I'm just using my regular one to reach out. And obviously, when I branch off, I'll switch that. But my Facebook is Jade Boone, BOONE. And my TikTok is, I believe it is it's Jadechanelle. So it's JADECHANELLEY.
Oh.
And that's all together. Yep. And I think that's all of the platforms.
Oh, okay. Well, go out to all those streaming platforms and download Jadechanelle's music and follow her on those social media sites she talked about, like Instagram and TikTok. I know she would love you for that. And we're getting ready to watch this music video. I do believe it's called Beauty Inside. I'm sure it's self-explanatory, but tell us the story behind the song. We'd love to hear
Okay. Your Beauty Inside, I kind of just wrote about not a particular instance, but just basically what I grew up with and just what I'm sure a lot of people grew up with as well, having to fit a mold or, look a certain way for you to kind of just like fit in and stuff like that. There's just a lot of materialistic things that everyone kind of pinpoints with beauty, makeup, jewelry, hair being done, when obviously beauty's inside and you're only as beautiful as your heart. So
Yeah,
that's basically what that's about.
yeah, that is a good point, and I love this song, and I know everybody out there will love it too once they hear it, and I'll get to that in a second. But Jadechanelle, thank you so much for being on the show today. We'd love to have you back a second time if you'd like to come back and plug something new in the future.
Of course, of course. And thank you for having me.
Okay, and here it is, Beauty Inside by Jadechanelle, and it starts right now.
Okay, friends, I have a question I never really got to say. Why is everyone the same and different? Always looked in a negative way. To be thin is perfection. I wonder where you learn your lesson. When you're knocked out cold on the floor, you mean you wonder why mommy can't get to the door. And on the other hand, no one seems to look twice when your breast ain't sitting up nice. Your words don't mean a thing unless you're on the cover of a magazine. Beauty comes from the inside, Don't let these generics change your mind. All that matters in this world is how you view yourself and how you treat your neighbor. I think it's really weird how men can't shed a tear without it being looked down upon. Wonder why chivalry didn't last too long. So for my daddy-o to be a statue, never let anyone see that they may have hurt you. I was blessed to see the seams underneath and the things that shaped my daddy, who he came to be. But most times it's hard to break those chains when the things beneficial for you seem so strange. It takes love, maybe some kisses and hugs to make one realize they don't have to be tough. Not all the time, feeling is fun. Past drama